Some not the Yeshua. Like, no, y'all need to stop trying to change his name. When your sleep if you've ever experienced sleep paralysis, that Yeshua, that ain't gonna work, baby. Try it and see. Try it and see. Jesus is the name as work. And I know, and see, this is how you know people that have true experience with the Most High and His Son, because they always want to argue about petty stuff. If you have true experience, that type of stuff is so irrelevant, because if you have true experience, you just know. There is not now, oh, his name was this and they changed the J and there was no J. All that dumb shit. Now, you have sleep paralysis in your life and you call on the name Jesus, and I can assure you it's going to work. They're going to flee. But you can't call the universe and you can't call the Yeshua, because they still going to be on your ass. Okay? So, like I said before, moving on. This girl, and see, industry plant, because is not doing that great in her music. And just even with this recent expose of these celebrities and influencers that have been pretty much caught being, what's that girl name, Sweetie? I don't know how to spell her damn name, but yeah, with all that, yes, with she's selling it in Dubai.
All these up, all of them,
Oh well, we
especially
know,
these
baby.
rap. Like, sweetie, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny or like, sweetie. People will really fuck with you more if you just live in your truth. Because a lot of the ghetto girls like me, well, a lot of the girls, black community, everybody, they be trying to get into you, and that the reason why they like double dutch, like they jump in, they jump out, because they don't believe you. So when you be making your bops, they be like, they be thinking that you like a fake ghetto girl, and it's just because they can't figure you out. And it's like, if you selling that, whatever you doing, like that's what you do.
Right.
But you just need to say what the you doing, because that little bit of authenticity that they don't feel like you give it, like they want that from you. Whatever you is, like you keep saying you're a cancer, that's all. We need more than that, bitch. If you selling that, you selling that. All these up, all of
And
them.
you better believe that's what most of them are doing. They selling ads, because just think about it. There's not that many concerts in the world unless you're like on a Beyonce level, or a Nicki Minaj level, Cardi B level. Unless you're like at those levels, you're gonna have to sell it. You're gonna have to sell that cat. You're gonna have to sell that penis, because best believe the men are also being prostituted out. This is a genderless industry, okay? So don't ever think that, oh, it's just the female entertainers that are being slutted out. No, I can assure you it's probably more men being flued out than women now, okay? So remember that. And so that kind of like takes me back to this Ice Spice girl. It's like she literally has no motion, like in a way to sustain herself compared to other artists. So it's like, well, how is she being pushed in the spotlight? How she is I can only assume one can only assume that the box is being sold. Okay. Um, this is another thing I was looking at, and this is kind of confirmed.
Wait, can I cut it or is it
So somebody really has some demonic energy, because owls are very sensitive creatures. And the fact that this owl said, "Bitch, get your damn hands off of me," is concerning. Because usually owls are, kind of curious. They kind of will stand their ground. And this owl looks fucking petrified. Look at him. He's like, "What, bitch? What? I have never, whatever type of demon you got, bitch, I don't want it on me," is what this poor baby said. I feel sorry for this owl. because he can definitely see. Look how he looked at his owner. Look, like immediately when she tried, he was like, Dad, Mom, get this bitch away from me. Immediately. Y'all stay prayed up because this is always the pretty ones. It's always the pretty ones. And she always unfortunately looks so empty behind her eyes. I mean, if you all could get past her ass cheeks and look into her actual eyes, you can just see a very like nothingness there. Um, yeah, this owl said hell to the no. Hell to the no. Don't touch me. That's what he said. Y'all. And there was another one on here, where she just the owls were just like not feeling her at all. This one bitter. Look, all of them. I think she was able to hold one baby owl, and he was really, really tiny. But he was a baby. He don't know any better. But it's no reason why these owls should be acting like that at all. At all, y'all. And if y'all don't think something is wrong with that, something is wrong with y'all most likely. Look at that. None of them want her to touch them. None of them. That's so weird. That's really weird. Look at that. Mm-mm. Let's see what they saying because this shit is
Really stop,
My heart's beating so fast, I'm sweating. We gotta go.
go.
Even he's scared. He's like,
What's going on? I tried to pet him.
Oh, this is such a cool place.
can he close his mouth?
They sometimes. They sometimes.
It would be different if at least one of them. At least one.
Really stop,
Girl, I don't know. Y'all, crazy. What else is something on here that I wanted to see? I wanted to show this one too.
Before I say any of this, it is all alleged. So they said that Marla Wayans had secret relationships with men
Alleged.
between 1992 and 1994, and then 1998 and then 2023. And he catching flights, buying condos, letting people live rent free, giving them $1.4 million in consulting.
Later when I was trying to turn it up, but let's back it up. I had already been feeling like this about the entire Wayans family. Honestly, they just have very, and I hate to say it because just very successful family. I like what they've built. I love what they built. So that can never be taken away from them because, in my opinion, that family is absolute geniuses. But at the same time, when you're dealing with Hollywood, it's never straight, unfortunately. And it doesn't really matter what your race is because when you're operating in Hollywood, it's not about your race. You have to be with the program or you're not going to be in the clique. That's how it works.
Before I say any of this, it is all alleged. So they said that Marla Wayans had secret relationships with men between 1992 and 1994, and then 1998 and then 2023. And he catching flights, buying condos, letting people live rent free, giving them $1.4 million.
And you know what? I want to stop this real quick because it's just so crazy how so many people and so many celebrities are coming out and they're being exposed. And most of these people that are coming out, I would have expected, but then there's a handful that is like, wow, like that really is crazy that you were one too. So there was and I wanted to stop this real quick because when this came up, I had immediately thought about, I don't know if you all have ever read The Queen of the Coast, but I read that PDF and you can get it online too. I read that PDF maybe 4 or 5 years ago when I was coming into my awakening. This was like a little bit after, well, a little bit after COVID. So probably not that long, but this was like when I was coming into my awakening, and it's called The Queen of the Coast. I believe it's a Nigerian or uh yeah, I think it's a Nigerian author. And basically in this Queen of the Coast, it's talking about the end time plan. And one of the things that it alludes to is the agenda for the end time. And it talks about how all of your celebrities are going to come out as gay. All your celebrities, all your politicians are going to come out, as homosexuals. And, they're going to take over. And it talks about how the Muslims are going to be, coming out and bringing about a civil war. It's just a really good read. I want to see if I can get that real quick because that is really playing out. It also had a verse in there where it was talking about how they were going to use a vaccine to bring on the mark of the beast. And this, if I'm not, let me see when this was written. Yeah, it's called The Mission of the Queen of the Coast. And it looks like it's probably been updated because I read this years ago. Y'all, if y'all can go through this, read this book. It's The Mission of the Queen of the Coast. The website is https. Well, y'all can see it right here. macreveal.org. Go on this website, y'all, and save it. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me save it for myself because this is going to apply. I really believe that. It talks about the blood banks and the marine kingdom and how women are sent. And it describes the type of women and, how they, once they pretty much sounds like a mermaid. Like, it's almost like a mermaid. Like they send them on land and, if they don't do their mission, if they have to go back to the ocean, they are tortured. So, it's just a lot in here. I really wanted to see if I can point out really quick during this live. Y'all see, I just kind of go off tangent, so you got to follow me. You can go back and listen to the live, but it's a lot. Let me see if I can find it. So it talks about the number of aborted babies supplied into the deep sea. So all you women out here that are having their abortions, there's, baby fetuses and grinded up in baby powder. The number of aborted babies supplied into the deep sea on a daily basis has seriously increased. Some of these babies have been transformed into frozen turkeys and chicken. Every human on earth must be polluted. The blood of those unborn babies will be required from them. The food will turn their heart against anything called holiness. Y'all, if y'all had an abortion, y'all have to repent. Like for real, it's no joke. You're gonna go to hell, and and I'm speaking from experience. I'm not saying this, to judge nobody. I'm telling you what I had to do. Okay, so if you've had an abortion, and it's crazy because I just seen like a video. Damn, I don't know if I saved that, but I seen a video of a girl. Damn. I seen a video of a girl that was like, oh, showing her pregnancy test and just walked off. Like, oh yeah, I aborted it. Like, get out of there or something. It was crazy how like the lack of remorse It's just crazy. Like, at least there should be some type of regret there, I would think. Even, just because it's something that comes out of your body, I don't know. It's just people don't I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on that about how people deal with stuff, but it was just I don't know. Crazy. I wish I would have saved that video. It just blew my mind how she just showed it to the world and walked off like it was nothing. Damn, I can't find it. But if I ever do, I'll come back and throw it up here. But yeah, that was just insane to me. How people are just so okay with, and like I said, I've had an abortion, but I'm not okay with that. I just was uneducated and I felt like I had to do what I had to do, like we all do when we're young and, not living how we're supposed to. So no excuse for myself, but to each their own. I just feel like if you're gonna make that's a huge decision that not only affects you mentally, but your body too. So it's like I don't see how you could mentally like separate yourself from an action like that because it's a traumatic action. Having an abortion is a traumatic process. So the fact that women are just able to just go in there and they're not really able to have a conscience about it, I guess it's the seared conscience, is concerning because I need y'all to really understand the severity of it because your soul is at stake. You have kids that are making accusations against you if you haven't repented. Let's see. I was trying to find that part where it was talking about how they're gonna show it. Okay, it maybe is in here. Oh. So I am that African queen, and I sit a queen. I have captured half the world through African Queen, Makosa, Celine Dion, and Michael Jackson Thriller. I have used Rihanna to draw the world under my umbrella. I will get more. Y'all got to read this for yourself. Y'all got to read this for yourself.
Thinking of me.
No,
Oh, what I wouldn't do.
you have someone to know.
With you. I've been watching you.
It's just going through.
Every chance I get from the first time we met, I wanna groove.
And it's just really kind of going through Satan's missions and giving you an understanding. So all of you that worship mermaids and all water beings, you need to go and read. All you people that worship Mama Waka or all these water deities, unicorn, like y'all need to go and read.
Thinking of me.
I have got new information from Lucifer. We are about to launch an incurable disease to the world, most especially in Nigeria. The sickness will be transacted through points. The only one way to cure the sickness will be to take drugs that will give them the mark of the beast. The new drugs are ready, so we need to launch it. Like I was saying in my other video, you people that took that COVID vaccine. Now, when they told you that wasn't traditional, y'all need to go back and watch that live. Go to YouTube. Go back and watch my other video. Whatever. Yeah, but their goal is to make the problem and give you the solution that's going to give you another problem. So it never fixes the problem. Satan sends his agents to infiltrate ushering groups, prayer groups, intercession groups. You got so much going on in the church right now. It's almost embarrassing. And I'm not even gonna go there today. I'm not trying to have a long life today. Just trying to find that part where they're talking about everybody is gonna come out of the closet, honey. It is in here. I know it is. I'm gonna find it. Probably all the way at the top though, 'cause I think this is really like this mission. Oh, this is just lining up too much to the T. And this is a very short read. I actually read all of this. Yeah, it's a very short read. 34 pages. I read this in one night, but it's been so long. That I remember what's in here. So, where is that in this little shelf? But this homosexuality, this transhumanism is a lot. And we all have struggles. The problem is that, see, back in the day, people used to struggle and know that it was wrong. Now people are in sin and struggling and they don't know it's wrong. And that's the sad part. That's the scary part. Or y'all can find it. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on this. I mean, y'all have the information. Y'all need to go do the research. It's free of charge, y'all. It's free. Go and get it. Go download it. And read it. Save it. Because I have a big feeling that we're going to be able to reference a lot of what's going on from this very soon. Of course, this is not a substitute for the real Bible, but it has a lot of good additional information to help us understand this water kingdom that's eating us down. But yeah, enough of the Queen of the Coast, y'all. Y'all gonna have to go and do your own research. I'm not gonna research it for you. I'm just here to give you this information. This mission of the Queen of the Coast. I like it. This is the website right here. If you want to get more information from these folks, that's their email address. Okay. Let me get back to it.
This is the story of the one.
And consulting, because that was for some lawyer that worked at a City Century firm, and then he met another guy that on a 50 Shades of Black movie, and he gave him $680,000 as a production bonus, and lived rent-free in Marlon's Tribeca loft from 2009 to 2014. He will have secret hotel suites in Atlanta, Miami, and Las Vegas for male guests. No female staff was allowed on the floor, and they had to leave burner phones at the door. One of the men's names now, like I said, this is all alleged, is Terrence T. Mitchell, a former music video choreographer turned real estate investor. He was in a secret relationship with him from 2016 to 2021. Now, the information remains locked behind an ironclad NDAs and family loyalty and the financial incentives of the Wayne's machine. So baby, he made people that work with him sign NDA packages. He made the staff sign NDA packages. If they broke any of the NDA rules, they were going to be fined.
And you know what? I'm glad they're making these NDAs, especially when it comes to, you know, like abuse or certain situations, non-admissible. And really, they just need to get rid of these NDAs because anytime, mostly, you got an NDA, it's because it's some shit that they're not supposed to be doing in the first place. Getting back to it.
Fined with $2 million per breach. They couldn't talk about his dating life, whether it was a male or a female. They couldn't talk about nothing that went on around them. Like I said, this is all allegedly, but let me know what y'all think down in the comments.
Well, we just gonna stick with alleged and keep it there and keep it moving. But anyway, y'all, this was just a short live. I just throw something out in the atmosphere, in the algorithm. I'll be back coming with more topics. You guys like, share, subscribe. I know you.
When the reflection in the glass that I held to my lips